Welcome to day 17 of the 25 most notable bourbons of 2022.
It's getting harder and harder to hit one, but...
See if he's got it.
I don't.
Close.
Close. All right, let's drink it. Welcome back to our little advent calendar of excellence.
I thought you were going to say something like, to the little thing we like to call
To a little thing we like to call
an advent calendar. We came up with it.
It's
No one's ever
Bourbon
done
night.
it before.
I think we were the first to start it back in 2017.
And it's great, you know?
No one ever heard of it.
2017? 2016? 2017?
Where's our
For a few
channel
years.
historian?
You know what? I'm sure that there are people out there that know our content better than we do.
Absolutely, I hope so.
Actually, I know that there are. Anyways, that's not why we're here. We're here to drink this.
Smell it first. I like that nose.
This smells like like a buttery shortbread cookie, and also one of those fluffy sugar cookies with the icing on them.
Yeah, I can see that. And also sort of like wedding cookies.
Never mind.
You don't know a wedding cookie?
I have never seen or heard of a wedding cookie.
I'm fairly certain I didn't make it up.
The one I was thinking of was those little round cookies that are like
They are
stacked, and they have like the raspberry jam in the middle,
no.
but it's sandwiched on top, but there's a little hole in the top cookie so you can see the jam. What's that called? What's that called? And
I think someone just
there's
goofed
like powdered
making it.
sugar or something. No, it's a specific cookie.
Okay.
Because I'm getting a little bit of that, like almost like a not super raspberry, but like a marmalade-y jam. But then mostly it's just like that shortbread cookie, sugar cookie, you know, like buttery, fluffy. Not that a shortbread cookie is fluffy, but just that like soft, you know, clean cookie.
Clean cookie.
Say cookie again.
Say cookie one more time.
Say
I
cookie
dare you.
one more time.
Dare you. I get a lot of oak and perception of age on the nose. A little savory too. But let's get to
I see a touch of that.
drinking it to health.
A little bit of that butteriness.
Yeah, a little bit of honey and tea on there. Oak. Perception of age. Maybe a little dry, little moving the needle towards the dry.
I'd say the past few days we've been on very different pages, which again is great. We love that.
Yeah.
My first sip perception is on the thinner side. The palate goes away pretty quickly, and then we're into the finish. And again, our regular disclaimer, we're holding these at a higher standard because this is
Under
the
the
best of the
microscope.
year. The top, 25.
Microscopes work.
We gotta know the best of the best. So at this point, everything counts and all the details matter. So
Yeah.
extra critical on our end. Because everyone's
Extra
like,
critical.
they don't even like any of these. I'm like, no, we do. But the point is to pick them apart.
We're looking for the one that sets the curve.
Right? I want the best of the best.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Okay.
anyways, for me, that's how I'm feeling about this one.
Yeah, not a super long finish, I will say that. I'm already ready for my second sip, which I will do now.
There are some berry flavors in there, like a lot of nice berry, little bit of toastiness.
Yes,
On
and that
second
honey.
sip,
You get
a
the
little
honey
bit
that
of
runs
honey.
through there?
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like it's super high proof, although it does have a nice color, but I don't think we're dealing with anything that's maybe over 115 proof.
On first sip, I thought, no, it's not even close to that. But now that I'm sitting with it on the second sip,
115, 120.
I'm gonna say 110, 115.
Okay, I can see that too.
Possibly like
But-
a 105, 106.
If it creeps between that 115 to 120 range in proof, I would be like, all right, you got me. But I could also see it being 105 to 110. So basically what I'm saying is, it's either 105 or 120, anywhere in between.
Wow, Chad. That really narrows it
Casting a
down.
big net.
Right, because then you can't be wrong.
So like, I told you it's between
See,
80
that's
and
why
144
I don't
proof.
like it because you can't do that and then be like, I was right.
Well, I told you
I'm
what
sure
I
I've done that before.
Yes, but I mean, no, you've never done that before.
Like, you don't do it also.
What my initial feeling was, but I could see the state of the economy, how it could be between
Don't bring all that into this.
Drinking-
This is supposed to be an escape. This is
drinking
whiskey.
again. It's definitely in its own niche
Niche.
of what it's bringing. It's bringing the darker and the more oaky perception of age, a little bit drier, some darker stone fruits, and a little bit of, I like the brightness of the honey. It's like light honey that's sort of running through there. But overall, I do think it's more of a you're in the mood for this type of drink. But I like this category. I'm thinking it's older. I think it's got some age. It's definitely got perception of age.
I don't know. I don't know. On this one, if you said this was like blended or finished, I'd be like, or a blended finished, I'd be like, I buy it. Because I can't quite pin it down, and yet it works overall.
It sure does.
It's kind of giving a couple of misdirects, and I'm like, I don't really know where to put you in terms of categories. I'm having a little bit of a hard time nailing down like flavor notes, but it's working overall, and it's pleasant. Now, is it top 5 caliber? Mouthfeel-wise, it's not like blowing me away. Finish-wise, it's not blowing me away. It's very good. It's very enjoyable.
But
I'm happy with it.
When you stop dissecting and you look at it as a whole, I feel like everything works together.
That's what I said.
And it's a pretty exceptional pour, in my opinion. But we want to tell you about whiskyambitions.com before we go any further, and that's our home on the internet where you can get t-shirts and hats such as this, the Glencairns that we're drinking from, all of our glassware, in fact, our hoodies and sweatshirts and candles and bottle cut candles and more that are always coming soon. That's whiskyambitions.com.
And you can become a patron at patreon.com/itsbourbonnight and join our community for as little as $1 a month. And you should check it out because we got lots of exciting barrel picks coming out through the rest of December and on into 2023.
So we're gonna do no guesses. Let's not even.
Well, I've already said some thoughts that could narrow things down. I think I've ruled out what I think it's not, but I don't know what it is.
Okay, well, let's find out. We have been drinking. I'm excited about this one. Wow, okay, it's the Bardstown Collection Jim Beam. We just had a Bardstown Collection a couple days ago, I think.
I have to say, not 1 ounce of the DNA of this pour said Jim Beam to me.
Huh.
Not even one.
I agree. I
said finished or blended.
I would have.
I mean, it could still be blended. But it probably is, but who knows?
Well, it's a blend of their old granddad mash bill and their Jim Beam mash bill. So in that fact, it's 2 different mash bills of their. It's a 9-year. It's let's try to find the info. I forget the proof. 109.
109 proof.
109 proof, 15-year, not 9-year.
So not 115 to 120. Also not 110 to 115.
But 105 to 120.
That doesn't count. You don't get to say that.
Yeah, half of the Jim Beam mash bill, half of the old granddad mash bill, and $1.99. As all of the Bardstown Collection were. Our favorite being the Bardstown Bourbon Company Bardstown Collection, which is also $200. But of the 5, this was our number 2 most favorite.
Number 2. And I still feel that way.
I do too.
The berry notes and the honey on this one.
Yeah.
And in no way did I get like the signature Jim Beam nuttiness, which I think may have been a result of the blending of the 2 different.
And the age.
And the age. But I really didn't get like a great, sense of a lot of age on this. Or that it was from Jim Beam at all.
Not the beam part, but the age part.
I still don't get it. I still don't believe you. Like, no, I mean, it tastes. I'm not saying it tastes. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm saying like I don't think it translates necessarily.
Okay.
No, I still think this is good. I enjoyed it, but for $200, and that's quite a bit.
And that's why we put it in here. It's from the things that we just said.
That's true.
It was our second favorite. For me, I feel like I like this more than you did, which is fine. But the age, those notes, the non-typical beam notes, and again, that could have been because of the combination of the 2 mash bills, but it was a good representation of beam, but also a outside of the norm representation, which could also be good, right? So I feel like that's why we put it in here.
Yeah. Okay. Whatever you say.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
It's not my favorite Beam product, I don't think, of this year.
Yeah.
And at $200, it is one of the more expensive ones.
Well, definitely very, very limited as the whole collection was. But hey, that's where we gotta leave it. If you haven't subscribed to us already, you can do so by clicking right up here. There's suggestions of other videos down here. Hope to see you over there in one of those. Thanks, Sarah.
Thanks, Chad.
Okay, until tomorrow, drink more bourbon.